today's the day, May 21st, start of Gemini season, and most importantly, your birthday. Happy 33rd birthday, Giovis. And I am so excited for you. I hope today is an amazing day for you. I know this year's been crazy and, out of the normal and not the best ideal situation, but I still hope that today is a great day for you. And I really, really am sending lots of positive vibes your way. You're in my mind. I'm thinking of you today. And most importantly, I really wish I was there with you, but I do want to say happy birthday. And I hope that you enjoy the gift that I sent. And I know it's not the most traditional birthday gift. I know it's not the most romantic birthday gift, but it's something that has come up in our discussions quite a few times. And I thought it would be a good opportunity to send you something to help you feel more comfortable in your day-to-day life, help you feel more safe when you go out into your community, and to allow you to walk around carefree as much as possible. Maybe not 100%, but hopefully maybe 90% or 95%. That was the idea. I really just wanted to give you that surety and that hopefully the ability to feel comfortable every day, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, because that's what I want most for you, and that's what I wanted to give to you most this year. So I know it's not the most normal gift, but it came from here, and I really hope that you're happy with it. And again, I just wanted to say happy birthday. But it's not going to be just me saying happy birthday. I have a few other people that want to say happy birthday. And before we get to the list, because no Jayvardy or no Jayvardy video is complete without a countdown list, before we get to that, I want to throw it to a couple of people who also have something they want to say to you. So, David and Annie.
Feliz cumpleaños, Hachi. Woo! Feliz cumpleaños, Hachi. Sorry, hablo español muy poquito. Anyhow, Giovanna, we want to wish you a happy best birthday.
Happy birthday.
Now,
happy May 21st is her birthday.
Same as my birthday. We share the same birthday. Except I'm not 33. I am a little bit older. I'm going to be 52.
Why you're not 32?
I wish I was. I need a time machine. Anyhow, we hear you love watching 90 Day Fiancé with your mom, your cousins, your aunts, the whole family.
Yeah.
Now this year, hopefully, quarantine will start to end soon. We hope.
Yes.
And maybe the family can have a big celebration. I can celebrate with you. Although I probably won't eat cake because I'll have something spicy that Annie will make. Anyhow, Giovi, if that's how you pronounce it, we wish you the best. The happiest birthday.
Healthy, win the lottery. Seriously, remember David and Annie.
We're kind of crazy. But anyhow, you and I...
need us. You need us in
May 21st, the best birthdays.
Yes, it does. It does. It's lucky. Lucky. Happy birthday.
So there you go, 90 Day Fiancé fan. David and Annie also saying happy birthday. Big thank you to them for taking part in this video. And there you go, you share the same birthday with David. And you still got 20 years on him. So all that is really fun and awesome to hear. Those two, they seem a little bit unusual. I mean, I can kind of see why they would fit well on a TV show like that. I haven't seen the show myself, but I can kind of see why they would fit in on that type of show. So, big thanks to them, and hopefully you enjoyed hearing from them. But I have one other person, another person that I know that wants to say happy birthday to you as well. She doesn't share the same birthday as you, but she shares the same heritage as you, and she shares the same last name. So I thought, hey, it might be fun to get her to say something too. So, Melina, take it away.
Giovanna, I want to wish you a happy 33rd birthday. And also, my little baby wants to wish you a happy birthday too. Feliz cumpleaños. I'm sending so much love. Mwah.
Thank you, Melina. Melina and her doggo also getting in on the birthday fun. Now that you've heard David and Annie and Melina all saying it in Spanish, I thought it might be appropriate for the Canadian to try and say happy birthday in Spanish. I know my Canadian tongue can't quite get the accents correct, but we're going to give it a shot because why not? You're 33, so let's go. Canadian way of saying happy birthday in Spanish, Feliz Cumpleaños. I think that's correct. Canadian way of saying it, I guess. There you go. Feliz Cumpleaños. I think that's better. There's a Z in there, but anyways. Once again, happy birthday, Giovis. And before we get to the countdown, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to do some lake footage. We're going to show some animal footage. This is footage with my camera, not with my phone. I didn't want the video footage for this video to have the bars on the side from cell phone videos, so this was me actually taking my camera outside to get this footage. So hopefully we have some good stuff from the beach, from the park, with all the animals, and I'll do my best to get as much as I can. So animal footage, and then Jayvardy birthday countdown.
Jayvardy.
Jayvardy.
This Jayvardy.
Jayvardy. Thank you, Jayvardy.
Jayvardy.
Jayvardy. Oh, Jayvardy. Oh my gosh.
Hello, my name is Jayvardy, and today is a special video because I'm going to discuss my favorite things about my friend Giovanna Perez. More specifically, my favorite things about the friendship that her and I share. And today is Giovanna's birthday. She is turning 33 years old, so I figured 3 plus 3 equals 6. So we're going to count down my 6 favorite things about Giovi and the friendship that her and I share. So let's go, let's count it down from 6 to 1. These are in no particular order. Yeah, 6 is not as high up as number 1 is, but the difference between 6 and like 4, they're minuscule. There are 6 favorite things in no real particular order, but the top 3 are my top 3. But let's get started. So at number 6, we have, you know what? This doesn't feel right. There's something not right about this. I think I know what it is. What I'm wearing right now, it's not right. It doesn't feel like it's right for this. See, this is a jersey of my hometown hockey team, the Kitchener Rangers. I was born in Kitchener-Waterloo, and this is their jersey, but it doesn't really feel right for me to wear this in this video, so bear with me for 1 minute. There we go. See, that's better, right? Toronto. Now this, I think we're getting there. So let's start with the countdown. Number 6 for my favorite things about Giovanna is... No. Still doesn't feel right. I live in Toronto, but this doesn't feel right. I shouldn't be wearing this for this video. What should I be wearing? You know what? I think I got an idea. Give me 1 more minute. There we go. Now we're ready. Let's get into the list. Coming in at number 6, family. I love hearing about your family. I love talking with your family, hearing stories about your family, and everything that has to do with you and your family, I really admire. Now, there's lots of things that I enjoy. I enjoy talking to your mom. Your mom and I have formed a friendship of our own, and if she is watching this, I'd like to say hi to Mom as well. I've given your cousin a nickname, Chef Ibis, that you took up yourself and now use as well, which I find to be quite enjoyable. You just naturally picked it up after I came up with that nickname. I just enjoy hearing the stories of you and your family, and the thing that I think I admire the most is you are an independent person. You are an introvert who enjoys her free space, needs her free space, and you at heart are a very, very independent person. and yet you have such a close bond with your family and such deep caring for every single person in that family, starting with your mom and then going to your aunt and your cousin, and you know, beyond that into everyone else. And it's not always easy, but no family is perfect, and I think we all understand that and we all can agree on that. But I really enjoy hearing the stories of your family and just discussing family life with you in general. We discuss my family, we discuss your family. You know, we both have somewhat rocky relationships with one of our parents, me with my mom, you with your dad, and yet both of us deep down want that to change, and that's kind of a bond that you and I have as well. But all in all, like anything that has to do with your family, and even though it's not always 100% perfect, in a way it kind of is, because despite the problems that you have, that every family has, no family is perfect, you still have this huge bond with them, you still have amazing fun with them, and you care so much about your family, and it's made me realize how important that is in life in general. And I got that from talking with you and talking with your mom, and just being introduced to that part of your life, which I very much enjoy. Coming in at number 6 for me, and things that I like about you, things that I like about our friendship, is your family life. And I really hope that I get to continue to be involved in that part of your life, and hopefully soon get to meet your mom, meet your cousin, meet your aunt, and meet other people as well. That would be a lot of fun. So number 5, it's pretty simple, is your honesty. One thing about you is that you're not afraid to say to people, and in this case me, because we're talking about our friendship here, you're not afraid to say things that you know the other person may not want to hear, or you're not afraid to say things that you think the other person needs to hear. You are always honest, whether it's about you, whether it's about the other person, whether it's about, regardless of the subject, you are honest 100% of the time. And you are not afraid to say things that other people do not want to hear, or I don't want to hear sometimes. And that is a very good quality. And to me, your honesty, your 100% honesty, is something that I also share. I try to live my life that way too, where I'm honest 100% of the time. But to me, what this shows me about you is 2 qualities, and 2 qualities that I hold in very high regard. Number 1, maturity. You've reached a point in your life of maturity where you don't need to worry about saying things that other people may not like. You're past that stage in life. You are not afraid to say things that, you know, might hurt somebody, but also you're not afraid to be honest in a way to help other people. Honesty isn't always brutal. That term, brutal honesty. Honesty is not always brutal. There is very good things that come out of honesty. Sometimes people need to hear things that maybe they don't like it at first, but eventually it sinks in. They realize that the other person is correct, and that honesty can lead to a better quality of life or better quality of choices, whatever it may be. Honesty isn't always brutal. Sometimes it's needed, and sometimes it's very, very good. And in fact, more times than not, honesty is a positive thing, not a negative thing. And like I said, one quality it shows me about you, which is held in high regard for me, is that you're mature. And the second high quality that it shows me about you is you've reached a point of self-acceptance in your life. You no longer worry about saying things that aren't true. You have reached that level of self-acceptance. And maturity and self-acceptance are 2 things that I hold in very high regard, and you have done both of those things, and you have both those qualities. And to me, those are 2 very, very good qualities. And it says honesty on the board, but what it really is, the thing that I really enjoy about you, is your maturity and your self-acceptance. So number 4, we got a lot of things crammed in here, but number 4, it's a very broad thing, but very important thing. So I put knowledge / diversification, and in brackets, how you view the world. So one of the things I've said to your mom about you, and it's very true, is that I don't know a lot of people in the world that I feel can keep up with me in a conversation, and I don't know a lot of people in the world that I feel are as intelligent as I am. But I definitely view you as somebody who can keep up with me in conversation, and somebody who's on my intelligence level and maybe even slightly above it some days. And it comes from your knowledge of a broad range of things. We can discuss lots of different topics, you and I, whether we discuss, friendship, whether we discuss family, whether we discuss philosophy, whether we discuss science, whether we discuss economics, whether we discuss, world events, whether we discuss conspiracy theories, which I know is a big favorite of yours. It doesn't matter. You have knowledge of a wide variety of things, and you're able to keep up with me in every single one of them. And I'm being honest when I say not a lot of people can do that, and you are one of them, but there isn't a lot of them. And that's one of my favorite things about you. And that goes like what I said, the diversification of our conversations. It doesn't, like, every day we discuss something new, you and I. Like, we don't ever discuss the same thing every day for a whole week. It seems like every single day we have different things to talk about, which is, phenomenal. But really, it's how you view the world, how you view things like the politics of everything around you, the family life of everything around you, career-minded goals, family-minded goals, basically how you choose to live your life, how you want to live your life, and where you see yourself going are things that I really admire about you. You and I feel, have a very similar worldview in the sense that we question everything. You and I question everything about everyone, whether that be authority, whether that be friends, whether it be, parental figures. You and I are somebody that questions the people around us and the people, quote unquote, above us. We question everything. You and I have that in common. You and I also very much agree that, the traditional day job is something of the past. And while I, respect people that do work day jobs, that's you and I, we want more than that in our lives. And I think both you and I are capable of more than that in our lives. And it's something that's very important to both of us. And I know that you're capable. I think I'm capable as well. But how you view the world, how you view everything around you is something I really admire. I think we have quite a bit in common in that regard. But basically, your knowledge of life, the diversification of our conversations, and how you view the world, it's something I really very, very much admire about you. And it's definitely one of my favorite things about you. And it's something that, to be completely honest, when you and I first started having our discussions, I didn't think I would be so as impressed by you that I am. And that's one of the biggest compliments I can give you, is that I really wasn't expecting this, but it's happened, and I gotta admit, you really do impress me. So number 3 is very important to me as well, and one of my favorite things about you is that you always listen. And it doesn't matter what it is. You have never, and you and I have been having daily discussions for almost a year now, especially the last 4 or 5 months. It's really like we talk every day, you and I. And we've been talking a lot more in the last year. I've known you for several years, but really in the last year, since about this time, maybe a little bit after your birthday last year in 2019, you and I started communicating more. And ever since then, not once, there hasn't been a single time where you've told me that you aren't interested in something or that you're not willing to listen. You always listen. You never say you're not interested. You never say you don't want to hear it. You never tell me no. You always listen, whether it be, me complaining about things in my life, me, talking bad about certain things, but even positive things, whether it's me talking about happy things in my life, whether me talking about, my dreams and my goals, or whether it's just very random things like I'm watching a movie and I decide to send you an audio voice message about a random story about the movie or the people in the movie that I'm watching, or I send you video clips of random things in the park, or video clips of something I'm watching on TV at the time. You always listen. It doesn't matter what it is. You always listen, and really everybody in the world needs a friend like that. And it's something that I'm very grateful for. You are always there to listen to what I have to say, no matter what the subject is, no matter what it is I'm saying. You are always there to listen, and you are a good listener on top of that. You absorb it and you respond in kind, and you're able to keep it going for quite a while after. You're an amazing listener, and you always listen, and like I said, everybody in the world needs a friend like that. And I am grateful that you are that for me right now. So while the first 4 things on this list are unique to you and unique to me in this relationship that we have, they can apply to lots of different people if the right people meet the right people. But number 2 is something very truly unique to you and me. There's a billion people on this world, and they don't have this. I put it in quotations, you know what I'm talking about, our connection. And I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but you know what it is I'm talking about. You and I, we have dreams that are very similar to one another. I'm talking about dreams as in we're asleep and we have a dream, and then you wake up and you tell your mom about it. Oh, I had this dream about Jacob. And that same day I wake up and I text your mom, oh, I had this dream about Giovi's. And she laughs to herself and tells us that, you both told me that you had dreams about one another last night. Or you and I are having a discussion and you all of a sudden start sounding like me and saying things where, you sound a lot like me, and then I'll respond sounding a lot like you, and it's almost like you and I switch roles for a minute. That happened to us very recently. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It happened to us at the beginning of May, where you were saying something about your life, concerns that you had, and then I responded in a way that very much was us reversing roles. Or whether it be, you're asleep and you have a dream about meeting me, and 2 days later or 3 days earlier, whichever, I had the same dream about, meeting up with you, or a very similar dream in that sense. You and I have this weird connection. Or it's something simple as, I send you an audio voice message, and then you later are about to send me one, and I sent you a text saying I'm waiting for my audio message before you even say anything about, you doing it. But I know that you're thinking of doing it, and I send you that text, hey, I'm waiting. And you find it strange because you're like, I was totally just about to do this. Well, you and I have a connection, whether it's through the astronomy, whether it's through, whatever. There is this sort of weird connection that you and I have, and it's quite amusing and quite interesting, to be honest, and it's what I have at number 2. So let's get into number 1. So don't get upset with me here, but I am going to save number 1. I'm not trying to hide it from you, and you already know number 1. You do know it. You know what number 1 is. I have kind of said it to you before. I didn't go, hey, this is my favorite thing about you, and then go on and to say it. But I have said it to you. I have acknowledged that this exists. My favorite thing about you, and my favorite thing about your friendship with me. I'm not trying to hide it from you in this video, but what I will say is you already know it. If you think about it, I'm sure you know what it is. But if you want me to say flat out, this is my favorite thing about our friendship, and tell you what it is, I will tell you when you come to Toronto or Niagara Falls, or when I go to Tulsa and we meet up in person. I will tell you then, but I'm sure if you think about it, you will know. And I'm not saying it in this video. Like I said, I'm not trying to hide it from you, but you already do know what number 1 is, and I will tell you what it is when I see you next in person. So this wraps up the entire birthday video. I really hope you had a great day today. One last time, happy 33rd birthday, Giovi's. I wish I was there right now, wish I was there with you, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy it if you watch it again in the future. So happy birthday, Giovi. I'm Jayvardy. Thanks for watching.